Hi, Lee Phillips again. I want to talk about a concept called pay on death, or POD. It's usually used in reference to a bank account. You go down to the bank and you make out a POD account, pay on death. It's your account while you're alive. You can take the money in, you take the money out, you can do whatever you want with it. But when you die, the bank says they are going to pay whatever's in that account to the person or persons that are named on the account as recipients pay on death. And it's called transfer on death, TOD. It's called a bunch of names, but you get the concept. And pretty much all banks have this. Primarily, we're dealing with bank accounts here. There's no gift because it's not a gift, it's transfer on death. So we don't worry about that. The kid, the person, doesn't have control over the account while you're alive. If it's a joint tenant, then they have control over the account. They can access the account, they can drain the account if they want to. But in this case, they don't have any rights to it until you die, so it overcomes that problem. We're not worried about a step-up and basis problem, and look at the videos on step-up and basis, but we're not worried about that because in a bank account, we're dealing with cash. And money's money. It doesn't have a basis, okay? So we're not worried about that. What's the problem with it? Well, there really aren't a lot of problems with it. You can do POD if you want, pay on death, transfer on death. I don't care. But most people, you're going to make your living revocable trust. You're going to put the bank account in the name of the trust. Then when you die, we're going to avoid probate, and that's what pay on death accounts do, is they avoid probate. We're going to avoid probate because the account is in the ownership of the trust, not POD, ownership of trust. No probate there. The successor trustee can come in and operate it, and they can divide the account up however they want. Part of the problem is, on a POD account, is how do we distribute it? Do we list everybody's name? What happens if one of the kids has died? Then we're into probate for that kid. So the trust is much better, but on a small account, Aunt Harriet, she's a spinster, she's a widow, she has a small bank account, she lives in the rest home. Go ahead, use the POD account. Forget about the trust, if that's the only asset we're talking about. This is Lee Phillips, just talking about pay on death accounts for a minute.